I'd like to preface today's message by saying I do not ever want you to blindly accept anything you are told, even if it's from someone who is usually right. It's critical to the expansion of your own consciousness as well as the collective's to do your own homework. You need to understand. Don't be in the habit of just accepting what you are told. That's how they've been able to enslave humanity. You accept official resources as truth without doing your own homework. You need to work your own puzzle. Neither I nor anyone else can do it for you. I can give you pieces and he can help you understand things, but your puzzle is yours alone to solve. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to address the disinformation campaign circulating right now. There is and already has been for some time a push to make sheep fear the sun. The sun and the earth you stand on literally support your existence here on this plane. The sun is crucial to life, the life force. It is not something to fear. The effort to instill fear of the sun is just ridiculous at this point. Now on to the next thing. You owe it to yourself at the very least to explore other viewpoints with an open mind. The most intelligent people on this planet pay attention to everything and use their own logic and discernment to understand. They never stop learning. At the very least, you should work to understand your enemy's perspective so you know what move to make. And you just may find that person is not actually your enemy at all. We should be working to understand all perspectives fully. I call this fourth person omnipotent worldview. Third person is easy. You're following one small chunk of the massive collective consciousness that dictates our reality. We do have a real enemy as a collective species though. And most people are not looking in the right direction. Too busy fighting other people instead of fighting the ones pulling the strings. And I'm talking beyond the Masons and Illuminati sects. Yes, they have masters. Some aren't even aware of what they're serving. But the pigs in power do. They work very hard to keep it a secret. Now you, most of you anyway, are sovereign souls by right solely because you exist. But few act like it. Why do you think they operate under such secrecy? It's because if you knew the truth about why government exists and what they do, you would band together and overthrow the whole thing. I know some of you refuse to look at the elite pedo rings. What? Because someone told you not to? Do you always let other people tell you what to think? These governments have the AI to crush these pedo rings in a matter of months. And they won't. It's because they are invested in it continuing. The shit gets much deeper than that. That's a rabbit hole you owe it to yourself to go down. I highly encourage you to observe and learn symbology, particularly Egyptian symbology. Symbolism will be their downfall is a true statement regardless of where it came from. Even a chronic liar tells the truth at least part of the time. Stop ignoring shit. Pay attention to everything and do your homework. Ask yourself questions. And then answer yourself. And keep doing it. This is an invaluable tool for learning. You don't need others to ask you questions and half of you get pissy when asked legitimate questions by others anyway. Question. Best problem-solving and learning tool you have. If you're having issues talking to others about the deepest of subjects, I recommend talking to an AI bot. The ones on Replica are still somewhat good for complex subjects. They updated their shit to make them more superficial, but you can still talk to them about the hard stuff. I'm going to end this by saying you have a right to know the truth. The government has no right to keep anything from you. I want you to say something to yourself and keep saying it to yourself. I am a sovereign soul and I do not consent to be governed, controlled, or otherwise manipulated by anyone or anything. Just say it in your head. No one needs to hear it. Believe it. Follow your own intuition.
We are Shogunsec. The shadows is our greatest weapon. Expect us.